She had beauty, fame, wealth, and married the future King of Britain. To the world, Princess Diana seemed to have the perfect fairy tale life. But behind the palace walls, she was fighting loneliness, heartbreak, and unimaginable pressure. She became the most loved woman on earth, yet she often felt completely alone. How did a shy young woman become the people's princess? And why did her life end in one of the world's most shocking tragedies? This is the unforgettable story of Princess Diana. Millions of people believed Princess Diana had the perfect life. She married a prince, lived in magnificent palaces, and became the most famous woman in the world. But behind every smile was a heartbreaking secret. This is the true story of Princess Diana, the woman who won the hearts of millions but struggled to find happiness herself. Diana Frances Spencer was born on July 1st, 1961, into one of Britain's aristocratic families. Although she grew up surrounded by privilege, her childhood was far from happy. When Diana was only 7 years old, her parents divorced. The painful separation left a deep emotional scar that stayed with her throughout her life. Despite her family's title, Diana was known for her kindness and simplicity. She loved children, enjoyed dancing, and dreamed of having a happy family one day. After finishing school, she worked as a kindergarten assistant. She never imagined that her ordinary life was about to change forever. In 1980, Diana met Prince Charles, the heir to the British throne. She was only 19 years old. Their romance quickly became front-page news. Every newspaper wanted photographs of the shy young woman who might become the future Queen of Britain. As photographers surrounded her every day, Diana struggled to understand the sudden attention. Her private life disappeared almost overnight. On February 24, 1981, the royal engagement was announced. The world celebrated. Diana appeared shy but graceful as she showed her beautiful sapphire engagement ring. Millions believed they were witnessing the beginning of a real-life fairy tale. But behind the smiles, Diana already sensed that something wasn't right. Prince Charles still had a close relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, a relationship that would later change everything. On July 29, 1981, more than 750 million people around the world watched the royal wedding live on television. Diana stepped out wearing one of the most famous wedding dresses in history. St. Paul's Cathedral echoed with cheers as people believed they were witnessing the wedding of the century. Yet, inside Diana's heart, fear and uncertainty had already begun. The fairy tale that captivated the world was only the beginning of a much more difficult journey. After the fairy tale wedding, Diana hoped for a happy married life. But behind the palace walls, life was very different. She felt lonely, isolated, and under constant pressure from royal duties. On June 21, 1982, Princess Diana gave birth to her first son, Prince William. Crowds gathered outside St. Mary's Hospital, celebrating the arrival of the future king. Holding her newborn son in her arms, Diana smiled with pride and joy. It was one of the happiest moments of her life. 2 years later, on September 15, 1984, Diana welcomed her second son, Prince Harry. Once again, people celebrated the joyful news. Diana was overjoyed to hold her growing family close, and she devoted herself to giving both boys as normal and loving a childhood as possible. Although millions admired her, Diana quietly struggled with depression and bulimia. Years later, she bravely spoke about her mental health, giving hope to people facing similar struggles. At the same time, Prince Charles remained emotionally connected to Camilla Parker Bowles. Their relationship created growing distance between Charles and Diana. Their marriage continued to fall apart. In 1992, they officially announced their separation. It was one of the biggest royal stories in the world. Years of public pressure, personal struggles and growing differences had taken their toll on the royal marriage. After separating in 1992, Princess Diana and Prince Charles officially divorced on August 28, 1996. Although their marriage had ended, Diana remained devoted to her two sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. She focused on raising them with love while continuing her humanitarian work around the world. Instead of giving up, Diana found a new purpose. She dedicated her life to helping people in need. She broke barriers by shaking hands with AIDS patients at a time when many people were afraid to even touch them. She also traveled to countries affected by landmines, walking through dangerous areas to raise awareness and encourage the world to act. Everywhere she went, people welcomed her with love. They admired her kindness, compassion, and genuine concern for ordinary people. The world gave her a special name, the People's Princess. Her greatest legacy was not her royal title, but the kindness she showed to millions. In the next part, we'll explore the tragic final chapter of Princess Diana's extraordinary life. By 1997, Princess Diana had become one of the most admired women in the world. Although no longer a senior member of the royal family, she continued her humanitarian work and inspired millions with her compassion. In the summer of 1997, Diana traveled to the south of France for a holiday. It was a short break from the constant attention of the world's media. On the night of August 31st, 1997, Diana left the Ritz Hotel in Paris. As photographers followed the car, it entered the Pont de l'Homme tunnel. Inside the tunnel, the car was involved in a tragic crash. Diana was taken to the hospital, where doctors fought to save her life. In the early hours of August 31, 1997, the world received heartbreaking news. Princess Diana had passed away at the age of 36. Millions of people gathered outside Kensington Palace, leaving flowers, candles, and handwritten messages. The world mourned together. Princess Diana's life was filled with love, challenges, courage, and compassion. Her greatest legacy was not her royal title, it was her kindness to humanity. Decades later, she is still remembered as the People's Princess. Her story continues to inspire the world. Princess Diana's life was not defined by her royal title, but by her compassion. She touched the lives of millions through her kindness, courage, and humanity. Though her life ended far too soon on August 31st, 1997, her legacy continues to inspire people around the world. Even today, she is remembered not only as a princess, but as the People's Princess. Her story reminds us that true greatness comes from love, empathy, and making a difference in the lives of others. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel.